Let me be the first to say this. HBO has always been corrupt. Top Rank, Golden Boy, they have always done this. The thing is, there's such a mass effect now since this is big pay per view, but they've always done this to the little guys. They've always done it. Always been corrupt judges in boxing. Period. What I saw tonight, I didn't buy the fight. I knew someone was going to stream it on YouTube. For one thing, I never buy HBO pay per view fights because they always do something controversial like that. You'll watch a great fight, and then the fight is marred because of bad judging. It always happened. I remember when Levi, whatever the person's name was, they scored the fight. I mean, just what fight were you watching? You know, when Canelo fought Mayweather, two judges had Mayweather winning the fight, going to bed. But then one judge scores the fight, Levi Martinez. And then one judge scores the fight. 114, a draw. What are you watching? There's been plenty of other fights. If you follow boxing, there are smaller fights. Paula Malignaggi fighting Diaz in Texas. A lot of these things go on in Texas. But see, it doesn't get the mass attention. So Teddy Atlas is upset because he is in boxing. Stephen A. don't really follow boxing like that. You know, he may be a fan of the bigger stars and stuff like that, but he don't follow boxing like Teddy. Teddy Atlas breathes, loves, cherishes boxing. He was a trainer. He trained Mike Tyson. Teddy Atlas trained Mike Tyson. He's been in boxing all of his life, bro. So that's why he's so passionate. There is corruption in boxing like no other sport. Like no other sport. And it doesn't make sense because now guess what? Now guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna go for a rematch. And if you idiots buy that fight, you be setting yourself up for Pacquiao Marquez. First, what, 2, 3, 4 fights was controversial until Marquez knocked Pacquiao out. The thing is this right here. You have to understand boxing. If Canelo loses, he's no longer a star. Period. No longer a star. At all. He lost to Mayweather. He gonna lose to Triple G. Top Rank has nobody else. Top Rank Golden Boy has nobody else. It doesn't. He doesn't have anybody else. So that's why they gotta save their cash cow. That's why it's gonna be these decisions with Canelo. Because they don't have anybody right now. I'm telling you, that was, and to be completely honest, I saw a good fight. I didn't see the Hagler Hearns, the Hagler Leonard. Well, I saw more of Hagler Leonard. Leonard ran around the whole ring for, what, 2 minutes and 30 seconds and fought the last 30 seconds every round. Canelo is not popular with the Mexican fans because Canelo doesn't have a Mexican style of fighting. Triple G has that Mexican style. Canelo has now become American. I didn't know if I was watching Canelo or Floyd Mayweather, to be honest with you. I mean, he's dipping. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm not saying anything's wrong with him slipping punches, him, boxing. But don't try to captivate the Mexican fans because you say I have a Mexican style. You're Mexican. Cool. Triple G has the Mexican style. He's coming forward. He's slipping punches coming forward, but he's coming to knock you out. Even Chavez, as Jr., as sorry as he is, he has more of a Mexican style than Canelo does. You have to understand that, man. Boxing is my favorite sport. Not football, basketball, boxing. I go to sleep, I watch boxing all day long. The little guys, the people 1-0, 0-2, I watch those guys. This happens all the time. It happens all the time, but it even happens more when there's a lot of money at stake. So now, Golden Boy is going to double dip. They get the money for pay-per-view, and then they're going to get the money for the rematch. If y'all stupid enough to buy it, I wish death on your bank accounts.